What's up, guys? Good morning, good evening, afternoon. Eric here, driver lineup, World's OK steering wheel holder, drivelineup.com. Working on something over there. So if you go there right now, there ain't much there. But if you watch this video in the future, there'll be some stuff there. I'm at Prime. I just took a shower, which, by the way, y'all didn't tell me there was new showers. Man, those showers are nice. I think they're new showers, like this whole hallway that I've never seen before, full of showers that I've never seen before. Sorry, the lighting is gonna be terrible. Super nice this morning, super foggy. We had an awful drive last night, if I'm being honest with you. We were bobtail for 105 miles in very severe storms. It was sketchy. Super sketchy, but there was really no way to avoid it. Couldn't go backwards in it, couldn't really sit and park in it. Just had to power through it, man. It was what it was. Anyway, Bearded Fat Man, I'm going to address you and the call that you and I had, and a few more things here in just a second. There's a lot of creature sounds out here. So it sounds like at home. Look at the sky though. There was an in-house employee. You know who you are. I don't know if you want me to use your name, so I won't until you tell me I can. But she texted Jenna, JDQ, one of my drivers, and myself this morning a picture of fog here in Springfield. And I was like, fog, really? Because I walked from my truck this morning, there wasn't fog. But look now. Sure enough, super foggy. Anyway, so Bearded Fat Man, who a lot of you guys probably know from way back when, used to drive for Prime. He was a trainer for Prime. When I did a video last week and talked about Landstar, he had a bone to pick with me. Left a comment, and he and I ended up on the phone with each other like 30 minutes after that video went up, because he pulls Landstar now, and he just let me have it, rip my head off, and F you and F this, and you don't know what to F. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He and I have a great relationship, but he had some really constructive criticism and some good feedback, and I appreciated it. And he's right. He said that I was coming at it from a little bit too much of a biased position. And he's right. I am biased towards Prime for the reasons that I've laid out many times. And I don't know shit about F when it comes to Landstar and other carriers, because I don't drive for them. All I can report on is what other drivers tell me and what I see in the news. So I'm gonna go grab my breakfast burrito that I ordered and then get in a truck and talk to you guys a little bit more. I promised him I would make a video about it, so I wanted to address it. And we'll talk a little bit more about the industry in just a second. I figured I'd finish this one outside. Just had a breakfast burrito. And there was a dude in there who was watching and listening to videos out loud in the cafeteria. Like, come on, man. I don't want to hear your news report about whatever the F Katy Perry's doing. Use headphones, dude. They had that phone so loud, just eating his breakfast and making the rest of us listen to his shit. Come on, man. So yeah. So Bearded Fat Man had some great points. Oh, another reason I'm not doing this in the truck yet is because I don't have my phone cradle holster ready in the truck yet. So he was saying, you know, oh yeah, he's saying that my stat when I was like, oh yeah, you know, Landstar's down, what was it, 18% year over year. It was either their loads per truck or revenue per truck. I don't remember which one it was. But it's not, he's right that it's not, first of all, it's a terrible, like I wasn't trying to make a comparison. And this is something you guys got to understand. I'm biased towards Prime because Prime has been very good to me. It's provided amazing opportunities and it always feels safe. Even when it's rough, which it has been this whole winter, it always feels safe. In the ups and downs, of course, you want it to be a lot better than, at certain times than at other times. You know what I mean? You want the downs to not be downs. But in the ups and downs, Prime to me feels like a safe bet. And so for that reason, plus all the other reasons I like Prime, and there are some reasons that make me peeved a little bit at Prime. You guys know that too. But yes, I'm biased towards Prime, but I'm not trying to say that Prime is better than every other carrier because I don't know. A lot of drivers, including Bearded Fat Man, probably, I think he wants to have a discussion with me on a video about it one day, so we'll probably put something together. But there's a lot of drivers go on to bigger and better things and have much more success at it anywhere and everywhere else. Jen and I talk to drivers all the time, man, all the time. Let me put my bag over here by the truck. By the way, here's Freightliner. I use that as a thumbnail. This is my oldest Freightliner. I have a much newer Freightliner. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Jen and I talked every day. We talked. We got a lot of friends in a lot of different places, and the reason is we've been doing YouTube for years, over 500 videos. So we've got a vast network. So we have friends who drive in the entertainment industry. We have friends who drive in the oil industry. We have lots of friends who drive for Landstar. We probably know like 10 or 15 drivers at Landstar. We know guys that are I know a guy that's hauling sand, which I guess that would kind of be the oil industry, right? We know people that are driving all over the place, and probably half of them are doing great and love it. And this is the honesty. This is the God's honest truth, you guys. Half of them want to come back to Prime. This reefer right next to me is on start stop. It's at 20. I was literally going to say it's about to start because it's at 23 degrees, set at 25. So much for my peace and quiet over here. Talk about timing. I was literally about to say that reefer is about to kick on any second. So anyway, I'm not... The only point, and I told Bearded Fat Man this too, the only point that I'm making is that I feel that Prime is a safe bet for me, and I gave the reasons. And while Prime Freight has certainly hurt, everywhere is experiencing that. Tyson, their whole operation is down 8 or 9%. Big customer of Prime, great customer of Prime. We haul a ton of their freight, and their whole volume or something like that is down 8 or 9%. So, if you're hauling for Tyson, there's downs there. It's just, man, there's just a lot of it. There's a lot of it going on everywhere, and I wasn't in that video, and I won't try to say that Prime is better as a general statement, because I don't know that. I don't know enough to be able to say that. What I'll say is that Prime feels right for me and feels safe for me, and I'll give you the reasons why I feel it's safe for me. And as I said in that video, I think probably one of the biggest reasons is that Prime has decades old contract relationships with some of the biggest shippers in the country. Decades and decades. So, and I'm not saying that Landstar or these other companies don't have that either. But I think probably one of the differences are that freight is something consumers will always have to have. Always. Period. Food and pharmaceuticals. You have to have it. The world cannot live without food and pharmaceuticals. Unfortunately, to the second. I don't take any medications, never have had a prescription. So fortunately, I'm not reliant on any medications, but you get my point. Especially food, especially protein. So your beef, pork, chicken, etc. Those are our most powerful, long-standing, best relationships with the biggest customers of meat or chicken or pork, beef, chicken, pork. And to me, that right there is the biggest feeling of security, that every single time Prime Freight seems to get down there in a struggle bus, those customers step up to the plate. And then when when rates are way up here and those customers they're getting hit on the other end of it, Prime comes and says, okay, you helped us, now we're not gonna charge you quite what the spot market's charged, because it's going to the moon, so we're gonna help you out. And that's why at those high times our rates are not as good as everybody out on the spot market who's living a dream and eating steak and potatoes on their rates. So it works both ways. But that's my only point, and that's my clarification, is that I would never try and say that Prime Inc. is better than Landstar or any other company. I don't know that. Better for me, and I don't really know that either, because I haven't driven there. Maybe those are better for me, but I don't want to say it's better for me. I'm just saying that I like this situation. I'm comfortable with this situation. I like hauling freight for Prime. There's a lot of things I don't like about it, but just generally, 30,000 foot view, I like the comfort and security of hauling freight for Prime. So, it's really what it comes down to. So in future videos, if you ever hear me say, well, I like being a Prime better because of this, because of what's happening in the rest of the industry, I'm not trying to say Prime is better. I'm not trying to say that it can't be more profitable or more lucrative elsewhere. I'm just saying that, yes, I've said over the winter that Prime Freight is struggling, but my point was that it's down everywhere for different reasons and in different ways. So if you've been driving for Prime, don't say, well, Prime Freight has sucked for the last few months, so I'm going to go over here and see if it's better. They're having the same struggles. Everybody's seeing the same. Everybody's seeing the same thing. That's my point. But it's hard to say that in a video. It's hard to get that across when you got 20 minutes to talk. This Freightliner over here, if you guys see these BLCs, they've got the blacked out rims too. Added light. So that's basically what my newer Freightliner looks like. Same color, black grille. So that Freightliner, I think, is a year old. It's got 80,000, 9,000 miles, if that. This one, which is paid off a year from now, is at 220,000 miles. And I drove it over here this morning, and she drives nice, man. For a Freightliner, she drives nice. Of course, I don't have to sleep in it when it's driving. So anyway, watch for that video. It'll probably be in the next couple months. Bearded Fat Man and I'll have a conversation or debate about it. And he can make his points and I'll make my points. But I just wanted to clarify that and make sure that, you know, I'm not trying to be a fanboy, but I am biased towards Prime. I just am. Like, I'm not going to pretend otherwise, you know. If it's fanboy, so what? Call it what you want it. I've got my reasons. I've explained my reasons here, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Be safe. Make good decisions. Always drive. Talk to you guys soon.